Well, last night's State of Play wrapped up quite nicely. It wasn't the biggest State of Play we've ever had, but I will say Sony did deliver a few good little nuggets of information. I say I'm going to have a look at a few of the ones that I felt deserve a shout out the most. So we will get started anyway. The first one I'm going to look at is Final Fantasy Tactics. This game, I've never really had a chance to play it, but I have been a long-time Final Fantasy fan. So I'm quite looking forward to actually being able to get my hands on it, especially with the quality of life features that Creative Interactive and Square have cooked up with this remake. The fact that they've done it as well, where you can actually choose to play it as the original intended, or have it with quality of life features as well as voice acting, a really nice touch that I'm quite looking forward to giving a go. Right, and the next game that we're going to look at is Marvel's Fighting Souls. I'm not a massive fighting beat-em-up person, but I will say this game does look very nice and is probably quite a welcome surprise for a lot of the Marvel vs. Capcom fans out there. This does remind me quite a lot, even though it hasn't got the Capcom element to it, it does remind me a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom. So I can guarantee you that fighting stick is going to get a lot of use that was announced last night. The next game we're going to look at is the 007 First Light game. While you don't see a lot of actual action gameplay shooting mechanics and so on and so forth, it does show quite a visually pleasing game. It looks stunning, and to be fair, it is quite nice to see original origin story for Bond coming out in game format. Well, we've had countless films, some have touched on the origins of Bond. We've never really had a game that's been original, I don't think. So it's quite nice to see, and hopefully we might even get something reminiscent of GoldenEye with some multiplayer. It could be really fun. Konami also gave us another good look at Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater Delta. I said this game series is something that I've loved for years. I started on Metal Gear Solid 2. I've been a faithful fanboy ever since. This game looked incredibly well done. It's visually breathtaking. It looks incredibly faithful to the original version of Snake Eater. For one, I was quite excited to see at the end of it that little teaser for Metal Gear Online, which if done right, could be really fun. The boss fights on this look good, but it's looking like it's a really, as I say, faithful remake to Snake Eater. So it's going to be really good to get some old and new eyes back onto this property. And finally, we're going to have a quick little look and talk about Silent Hill F. This game, I've got to be fair, this was the highlight of the whole State of Play for me. The tension that it highlighted in the gameplay footage, the suspense, fear really of the whole game. It looks amazing. I mean, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to handle playing it or if my underwear are going to take a serious catastrophic damage to it. But I cannot wait for it. The only negative I can think of with this game is the fact that it's coming out basically a month after Metal Gear. So I've got to now rush between trying to get Metal Gear done and getting to this. I cannot wait for this. I'm not a massive horror survival person, but this game has got me really excited to play it. Well, that's about it really from the State of Play for me, at least. I say there wasn't an absolute load of games that were announced that were like a massive highlight or anything like that. But what was announced was really good. I mean, Metal Gear Solid, you've got the Ape Escape thing, which I completely forgot to talk about when discussing it earlier, as well as obviously Metal Gear Online, which that could be absolutely massive if done right. The suspense and as well as it being so soon with Silent Hill, I can't wait for that game. As well as obviously how beautiful and stunning the first look at Bond is. There was some really nice things that put a smile on my face last night. But let me know what put a smile on your face last night from the State of Play. Have a good one, guys.